2 weeks into Golf League, Ryan. Have you played yet? Your second week?
Have we started?
Yeah, I don't know. We can just start talking.
Yeah, we week 1 we won our first matchup. Not to brag.
So did we. Jake, did you win?
I did win.
Wow, that is a 3-0 for the Breakfast Ball podcast. I mean, the Double Bogey Show. Holy fuck! What episode are we on? I just got our name wrong.
We are now 119 episodes into this.
I don't think I don't think it's been officially set in stone though what it actually is.
No,
They're both interchangeable.
it is 100% the Double Bogey Show on all podcasting platforms.
It literally
Is it
says
though?
it on the
Yes.
image.
Okay.
Yeah, that's,
Right.
yeah, it is.
No, I know.
right.
I'm just I'm fucking around with you. Yeah, week 1 was okay. I'm not gonna lie. Golf League is fun.
It is fun. It's
I
supposed
thought
to
it
be
was
fun.
what was I comparing it to the other day that I'm like, oh, maybe it's gonna be like this and that kind of sucks. Have we done? Okay, I think fantasy football was in my mind.
Yeah,
like office fantasy football was fun for a while.
Mhm.
And then, I mean, once you get into playoffs and people aren't, they're not in the running for the championship, then it's
Yeah.
just kind of like those people don't give a shit anymore. So it's really only
Yeah.
2 people that care.
I'm not gonna lie. I keep a running standing on the whiteboard in the office of like the records for fantasy football. It felt good to finally erase that off there.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sick of looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we got Golf League. We got records up there. We got 3 teams 1-0, 3 teams 0-1. Week 1, we went Paynes Valley back 9,
Mm-hmm.
best ball, which is interesting because handicaps are taken into play.
Mm-hmm.
Send your official scorecard into the commish, that being Tyler.
Yep.
Thanks, Kamish.
And what's wild now is for the level of golfers that we are, we now know how to take handicaps into consideration.
Yeah, and
We
we're
fucking searched high and low as to like, just give me a breakdown of how to calculate a net score with a pencil with no math equations involved. They're involved. There should be no math equations. B squared equals A squared plus C squared was basically the shit that they were trying to tell us online.
well, like, and it's actually not far off because I know that's a different theory. But like the A you need to plug in A would be course difficulty, and plug in B would be handicap record. Like, and then letter C would be another like the slope and terrain difficulty. There's like a whole bunch of different fucking numbers you need to figure out and then punch into equation. So we are technically doing an abridged version.
Yes, but the version that we're doing is still correct.
Yeah, we're correct for what we're like our league that we're considering what we're doing.
So it's
Yeah.
not correct?
Officially, no, because we would have to change it for every course. Yes, so like,
But it gives you the whole difficulty. It gives you that on every course.
right. But even if the 5th handicap hole, like the 5th hardest hole,
Yeah.
on course A, would give you a different bump than course B, depending on that course's entire difficulty.
So that's bananas to me.
So what's course A and what's course B? Just give me
Like,
an
just say
example.
course A is tougher course. It's a Paynes Valley. Course B is Prairie Wood. Right.
Oh yeah, of course. All you have to do is follow the number, the whole.
I know, but 5, both of them on 5 are both of them that have the number 5 for their handicap, right? They're both the 5th hardest hole on their respective course. But since Paynes Valley is a much harder course,
Yep.
you're more likely to get a better bump there than Prairie Wood, even though they're both 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
we're not
that.
fucking doing that.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Because they don't just post those organically on the internet for you. Like
And that's what the equation's for. The course has a
yes.
rating, and that course rating number is what you plug into the equation.
Yeah.
This might be the most that you guys have ever studied up on golf ever.
Well, because-
might be.
because
There's a chance we're still a little wrong.
and we very well could be wrong, but the system we're using is working for us, and there's also competition involved. So we needed to do our research in order to make sure that each team is getting the correct score when
Yeah.
they're going 1v1 against another team that week.
And
Yeah.
I would say it's even working very well because week 1, like we have a pretty wide range of handicaps in here.
Yes.
Like we have, well, I don't know, Ryan, you're probably the lowest handicap here with like an 11,
9.
maybe? 9 handicap.
Come on, Jake.
Sorry.
Single digit.
He wanted an 11, but I wouldn't give it to him after week 1.
9
No, I'm
handicap.
probably a 12 outside, but I'm a 9 on the sim.
on the
That's
sim.
fair.
Yeah, so we have a 9 handicap all the way up to like 4 people who are max handicaps,
Yep.
including myself.
Yep.
And last week was close. I think everybody was within like 2 or 3 strokes. of
Yeah,
each
there was
other.
Yeah.
one of the 6 teams was a little bit off the pack, but they were still under par.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing too that I was talking about to another fellow in the league is the under par is kind of losing its luster a little bit because we're running an 18-hole handicap on a 9-hole match with lots of people maxed out.
That is correct.
And we're playing games. Handicaps are for an individual.
Correct.
Yeah.
So like it's still fun though, and it's good to see that everyone's really similar.
You do you. If you can all agree on a set of rules, that's all you need. It doesn't need to be any official internet bullshit that the USGA or whoever tells you. Just figure out something that works for you and go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, based off of how close the scores were in week 1, I think we did a good job and we'll continue to do that. This week we have Scramble going.
Yes.
And Scrambles, I mean, I couldn't be a bigger fan.
Me, as I agree with you 100%. I fucking love Scrambles. But for some reason, we have 2 teams that have completed their rounds that did significantly worse.
Who was the other team
than
besides
best ball.
It was me and Tyler.
I played
you
last
played last night?
Yeah, I played last night after Jake.
Really? And
Like,
what'd you guys shoot?
We
net?
were 2 under.
Net?
Yep.
No shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was only 1 under net, and we played like trash yesterday.
Okay, so and you're golfing with the high schooler that works here?
Yes, I am.
So we got a high schooler working in the merch department.
Yeah,
I
he
know
comes
him.
in after school and like he scrubs t-shirt screens and stuff.
Yeah. He just kind of does like not janitorial stuff, but he does little stuff that gets him a couple hours a week, whatever. And you got paired up with him.
Yeah, we did a random drawing for teams just so like we wouldn't make it lopsided because we know we all would have. And I'm with a 17-year-old kid named Jack, good kid. But the more I play with him, the more I'm starting to sympathize with Grandpa Dave.
Why?
Like it's a little different where Grandpa and I have known each other for 30 years and we know we can talk about stuff, but Jack and I don't have anything to talk about because we live extremely different lives. And he's very serious about golf and get frustrated. So I kept finding myself every time there was like an awkward lull, I'd say a stupid dad joke.
Yeah, but Tyler, this is a perfect time for you to open the yearbook back up. Ask him if he's doing shit in high school that you were doing in high school.
I can't. I hate that. I cringe so much hearing high school stories.
What do you mean? You tell him on YBR all the time.
Yeah, because we're all telling them at the same time. Like I have 2 younger sisters, and even them, my sisters who I love, tell me high school stories, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't care who's dating who and what teacher was mean to you for your test.
So what kind of rapport are you planning on going with from here on out?
I don't know. The dad joke thing kind of worked, but I would just like make like comments. He'd be like, he would throw his club or like hit his club on the ground. I'm like, well, that's not going to make the ball go any further.
He did. We did have our first simulator club throw last week.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. High schooler Jack, he threw his club
He did it again yesterday
in the simulator.
too.
Really?
Mhm.
And it's not like a hard throw. It's more of just like a flip onto the ground.
Like a little drop.
However,
almost.
I mean, I guarantee I've thrown a couple clubs, but when I do throw them, I make them count. I'll whip a 7-iron 85 yards down the middle of the fairway or into the rough or wherever.
Further than where your ball went.
Further than where the ball went. But I make that shit count. I'm not just gonna like pussyfoot it down onto the ground and be like, I'm pissed off. Can you tell by me dropping my club on the ground? No, I can't. Like I want it to be known because then people won't talk to me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Also, you're quite literally sitting in a padded cell right now. You 2 are. It's the safest spot where you could throw a club in this whole building.
Yeah.
Make it count.
Yeah, until somebody whips one at my driver and fucks it up, then I'll be pissed.
That's true. Then you have another
Yeah.
setup.
It was good to get that out of the way though. The first club throw of the sim league.
So do you have any advice for me on what I should be talking about besides opening the yearbook? Like what can I relate to this 17-year-old?
I mean, ask him what's his 5-year plan.
Ask him.
I will ask. I'll
looking.
ask him that and give you guys an update.
Yeah, ask him what his
5-year plan at 17.
ask him what percentage he's putting in to his 401k match.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. What's his 529 looking like right now? He's got college on the horizon. See if that's going
college
well.
is a good one to ask about, actually.
Yeah.
Because he is going to college, so that's confirmed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it is or not.
It is. Yeah, I
Okay.
confirmed it. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I can ask him about college, give him some advice, the do's and don'ts,
Actually, that is a great conversation starter because if he loves talking about high school,
which he does.
he's going to love to talk about college.
Yes,
That's every
correct.
freshman ever thinks college is the coolest thing and they're the first person to discover it. So like
And you know a freshman when you walk on campus right away because they're probably wearing the free T-shirt that the university or college or whoever gave them during orientation.
Hashtag Marauder for life.
Yeah.
On the front.
You can really spot a freshman too on a Friday. They're the only one that put any effort into what they're wearing.
That is correct.
Once you become an maybe sophomores do it a little bit too. But once you hit like your junior year, like the upperclassmen are putting in zero fucking effort. They are going downtown in sweatpants and sweatshirts.
Yeah. Looking back on college now, I wish I would have golfed more in college.
Same. I didn't golf at all. I golfed like with a buddy every once in a while that had a country club membership, and we would just go to the country club and drink.
Dude, I shit you not, Tyler. I golfed 2 times in 5 years of college.
Holy shit. I golfed more
like
than that.
in my college town. And I mean, outside of that, even in the summer, I don't even think I golfed that much at all. And that was 2011 to 2016. So I was doing nothing at that time. However, if you're donating plasma during college, $70 a week, find a dog shit municipal public course that costs $30 to get on.
Dude,
you still got 40 to go out to the bar, play blackjack with.
Great membership deals for college students in most places.
Absolutely.
Like it is more than a 50% discount here for the 9-hole courses if you're a college student. So even if you're just graduated and you're the classic guy that wants to get into golf after college, save your student ID. They're not going to run that shit.
I was just going to say the student ID is a powerful, powerful card.
It is.
It's weird how many discounts they give college kids. Like we get, I shouldn't say we, that's not me anymore. College kids get almost as many discounts as veterans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're not as good at discounts, but still.
Why don't first time dads or like dads with multiple kids get these discounts? Because I need it more. I now know how much daycare costs. And we've talked about having daycare at golf courses before, and it could possibly work, but at the same time, I'd rather not bring my kid to the golf course at 6 months old and have some other person watch them. Why can't I just get a discount so I can save some money? I can leave the kid at home with grandma, grandpa, wife, whatever, and go about my day like that. Dads
deserve discounts more than college kids.
I would agree. Or even if they had like napping pods, like you can just fucking like rent out a napping pod for, it's like $20 an hour. You get your own napping pod. Sheets are washed after every nap.
You know, there are certain hotels that will rent it out to you by the hour.
Yeah.
No shit.
That's just like a bougie nap pod.
I don't know if the sheets are clean there though, Ryan.
Yeah, you sleep on top of the covers at those type of establishments.
My first week of Sim League was actually went really well. For some odd reason, I don't know how it happened. Miles was the one picking teams, and we got paired up together.
Yeah, he pocketed yours so he could draw your name. He had that
in hand when he put his hand into the hat.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually went well because as long as one of us is playing good, like we're a team in this league, right? Mm-hmm. We're not individuals, which makes things 100 times better. So I had a good shot. He doesn't even matter.
Well,
right off the shoulder.
How are you feeling about this week? Because Miles is the only person I know, and especially in this office, that doesn't like scrambles.
Really?
He does not.
I think it's because he wants to keep his own score.
No, yes and no. He doesn't like scrambles because he feels like after he hits a bad shot, he doesn't get a chance to save the hole himself.
Gotcha. You don't get redemption.
Yeah. So like if he shanks one in the fairway, he doesn't get to go over to his ball that he just shanked and get it close to the green after that. We have to go use somebody else's good shot. And
I'm the polar opposite.
Same. Give me all the bailouts you can.
Yeah. If I had a bad shot, I'm like, I got 3 more guys in a 4-man. I got 3 more guys to pick me up.
Ryan, you are the CEO of the mental health shot.
Correct.
The only other person I know who mental health shots more than you is probably Miles.
Yeah.
And
I would agree.
The fact that he can't do that on a regular, like on a scramble, I get it.
The mental health shot needs to be more normalized in golf.
I agree.
You could maybe put certain restrictions on it. Like you only get 1 per hole max. And you only get, let's just say 4 or maybe 5 per round.
Yeah. And then for those that don't necessarily know what we mean by the mental health shot, it is after a shank, you drop another ball that does not count.
Correct.
And you just hit it. and hopefully you hit it good to get your mind back right to remind you that, yeah, you got it in you. You just fucked up on the first one.
Happens a lot in putting too. Like if you just if you graze the edge of a hole with a putt and miss, I'm pulling that shit back right away.
My favorite line when everybody in a scramble misses the putt, or you miss a putt and you miss like 3 more mental health putts after that. My favorite line is impossible to make.
That is a good one. That is a good one. But it's also very needed because if you drop one down and you stripe one, your mind is instantly back to where it should be.
See, I understand them. I don't use them often. If you see me take a mental health shot, you know I needed it.
Yeah.
I don't take a mental health shot lightly.
No.
And you've maybe seen me do 1 or 2 ever in the amount of times we've golfed. And it is when I'm down bad.
Yeah.
My mental health shots come after not 1, 2, or 3 shanks. They come after like 5, 6, or 7 shanks.
Well, it's great because like you have to go play the original ball that you hit. Mm-hmm. So there's no pressure with it. Mm-hmm. It's just like a 4-man scramble shot. There's really no pressure with it. Just line up, take a backswing, smash a ball down the middle, and go about your day.
There's nothing more demoralizing though, when you drop a mental health shot and also shank it, but the wrong direction. So you got to go get both balls, but it just increased your walking distance
and
by
that's why we
500 yards.
That's right there is why we don't walk. But in that situation, I'm just dropping another one.
Yeah.
There's been times I've had to walk around the cart just to grab another ball out of my bag.
I'm so glad we live in the middle of nowhere with nobody on the golf course.
That's also a good point too. That's why you keep golf balls in your pockets that you find on the course, because number 1, the shot doesn't matter. Number 2, the ball doesn't matter, because before you started that round, you didn't even have that ball in your bag.
Yeah.
So you could lose that one again and it wouldn't even matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The mental health shot is it's needed for a lot up because golf is potentially the biggest mental game. Is it safe to say the biggest mental game?
Curling is probably up there. Curling, maybe.
I mean, I've curled once in my life. I fucking loved it. If people didn't know that, I'm a big curling guy now.
I heard, yeah.
I don't know the intricacies yet, so I can't confirm nor deny if it's more mental. I will say though, to the mental health shot, it is important to know, guys, that there is a line. There is a line for the amount of mental health shots you can take, and if you're totally warranted some, you'll get grace to start. But if you're taking a mental health shot after every other shot, you got to knock it off.
Yeah.
You got to just maybe get better.
That many mental health shots, maybe see a therapist.
Like at that point, you are ruining the mental health of the people you're golfing with because they're sitting there waiting to move on. And if you are taking 2 to 3 extra shots per hole, that's really going to slow you down.
That's annoying.
It's very annoying.
Speaking of annoying, next segment, we're going to talk about most annoying things on the golf course.
That was on my list, and you brought it up, but so I had to get it out.
I do want to talk real quick before we switch into segment number 2. I saw this.
Also, we didn't introduce the podcast. We just cold opened hard.
That's fine.
Welcome back to the Double Bogey Show, episode 119.
We're back, guys. We're back from Green Bay. Yeah,
we
Green Bay.
20 minutes in this.
Green Bay.
You're gonna have to roll the intro really fast.
Yeah. They piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book in another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now. I saw this article online. Obviously, new year, 2023 now, the year of MJ. This husband and wife were out golfing in New Zealand.
Okay.
The husband, I believe, shot his best score through 9 holes of a 45. The wife shot a 51, which are like, the husband was 9 over par. The wife was 15 over par. But you know why that doesn't matter? Because they both hit hole-in-ones on the same exact hole, back-to-back shots.
What? What are the odds of that?
Are you serious?
On New Year's Day.
Like just this New Year's Day, like
correct.
Just happened?
Like 9 days ago.
What the fuck?
It's been confirmed by the club. They're getting certificates in the mail. They hit them back-to-back on a par 3.
Were there like witnesses or something?
I'm sure they were each other's witness.
Damn.
That's true.
It's a little fishy, but
I thought this was so wild. Number one, the circumstances. New Year's Day, back-to-back shots, husband and wife. My other thought was this couldn't have been any better for the husband because he now has the excuse to where we can never golf together again. How can you? How you cannot follow that up with anything else on the golf course. You have the excuse for the rest of your life where we're going to end on this note and we can never golf together again.
Yeah, but what about her from her position here? Let's role play a little bit. Now honey, do you want to go golfing again? We just did great.
Babe, for what we just did on New Year's Day, I think the odds of winning the lottery are better than what we did.
Well, why don't we pick up a lotto ticket on our way to the course? I had so much fun getting 2 hole-in-ones with you last time.
Yeah, who knows? It could happen again. I'm his second wife now.
Yeah, you were Mormons.
It's not happening. I'm not going out with you again.
No, I agree with you. Like, it is a perfect excuse. It's like the same as shooting like a big deer. Like, what do you do next? You peaked.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, like, there's a lot of people who their first deer that they ever shoot is sometimes a large one.
Like a lifetime deer.
Correct.
And this is a lifetime golf moment. You don't really go up from there.
Mm-mm.
You said New Year's Day.
You only go down.
Yeah, back-to-back hole-in-ones. And their best rounds ever?
Yes. I don't know if it's confirmed the wife's best run ever, but I believe it said the husband's, it was his best run ever.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not taking anything away from this guy, but 45 with a hole-in-one is...
That's what I'm saying. That's why it does not matter what you're shooting.
Yep.
Because you have the chance to hit a hole-in-one. It's 1 in 12,500. It's still there.
So this guy's like right up my alley as far as talent level, because I'm pretty consistently around the 45 range.
And also, you got joint bank account that fucking bar tab at the end of the night.
Yeah, what happens there? Do you have to buy 2 rounds for the clubhouse, or because you're a married couple, it's still 1 round?
I think it's just still. Well, I think it's just like rack the tab up for the rest of the night.
Goes by the household, I think.
Yeah, it's one drink per household, and they're the same household.
Yeah.
If you hit a hole-in-one, are you calling your buddies to the clubhouse?
Yes,
for sure.
Especially if it's dead. If it's really busy, you know me. I'm such a cheap ass. We've talked about this.
No.
Yeah.
I would rather buy them just like a case of beer and like have them come over.
Yeah.
But if it's like a Thursday and it's not that busy and the club, like, boys, get over here.
I'm for sure calling my buddies.
Yep.
And I would hope my buddies would call me too, because I'd be there and I'd want to celebrate with them.
What if a buddy hits one in Arizona and he's like, "Calm down"?
Well, pay for my plane ticket and I'll pay for my drinks.
Deal.
And it's a done deal. I'm down there immediately. Now this also got me thinking. If your wife does want to come golf with you guys, it's fine. I think you gotta
that was the most it's not fine, it's fine I've ever heard in my life.
It is fine. However, I think I've noticed online there's a lot of significant others that want to just ride in the cart with their husband or vice versa or whatever.
Do you think that's true?
I do. I think it's a great way if you don't like to golf, it's a great way to just get outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like going for a joyride in the summertime.
Yeah, like on a 4-wheeler or something.
Yeah, what's better than driving around town or the country, windows down, country music cranked, out on a back dirt road?
I saw one and it was like kind of a vibe. A lady put out a TikTok. She's like, "Girls, if you want to be involved with golf and you don't actually want to golf, just ride along and read a book."
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah, so she just drove her husband around to his ball and then she read during his shots. And I was like, I kind of want to just be the guy reading in the cart sometimes.
That's exactly where I was getting to, Tyler. I think golf carts need more options for significant others to do while their husband, boyfriend, whoever is golfing around.
So question for you, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer. They don't have to pay to sit along, right?
Nope, they don't.
Okay.
They better not anyway.
Because that would be
because you just have there's gonna be 2 of us. One's just riding, so you just pay for yourself.
You're right. We've done that before with like cameramen. One's riding.
Golf carts need more activities for significant others to do, i.e., like a tablet with games on it. You got some games up on like the you can read the yardage and then you can play a quick game of solitaire or whatever.
Electronic pull tabs.
electronic.
That would be sick.
That would be sick.
I would do that when Ryan's taking 15 mental health shots.
Dude, electronic pull tabs in a golf cart. Talk about a moneymaker.
Oh my God. Like golf carts need to have some sort of gambling system. Like even
or they need to have like some sort of screen to where like there's golf games built into the screen.
Yeah,
so like you can enter in scores. You can pick like, hey, I want to play 3-putt poker. I want to play skins, match play, whatever. Just the screen is the hub.
Yeah.
And then credit card reader, pop your credit card in. Each person deposits $10, and the winner of it just gets deposits back onto their credit card.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it, but there's something very satisfying about watching a guy take a $10 bill out of his wallet.
We don't do that anymore. No
one's
one
got
does
cash
it. It's
anymore,
all
though,
Venmo and Cash
You guys
App.
are right.
It's all electronic.
I don't think I've settled a bet in the last 2 years with actual cash.
Where me and my dad will play dollar a hole sometimes just because.
Yeah, but at the end of that, you owe him.
Who's got $9? Who's got $18?
But my dad does. He's an old guy. He's got cash.
You don't though. What if
Dads
you
aren't
lose?
carrying around ones. They're carrying around like $100 in 20s.
That's true.
Yeah.
Big
It is
bills.
wild how many 20s that dads just walk around with.
Right. If I called Grandpa right now and asked him how many $20 bills in his wallet, I bet you would have at least $60 of 20s.
10, 5 to 10 maybe.
And it's like, what are you buying with that cash?
I don't know.
I've known you forever, and I only see you pay for shit with card.
And there's not a coin in sight, by the way.
No.
It's just straight bills.
Well, because maybe I feel like back in the day, maybe it was like, most bars were cash bars, or most things you had to pay for in cash. Like you got to pay for parking somewhere maybe, or you're going to a game, you're going to a high school sporting event, you got to pay cash to get in.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's just high school now. Like college and professionals have switched to card only. Lambeau in Green Bay was cashless.
Yeah. So that's where things are going now. But
Yeah,
also
Ryan tossed me $100 bill to go buy beers for everybody. Get up there. They're like, it's $109. I hand them the 100, and they're like, anyone got $10 on them? And they're like, no, it's card only.
I did say I was buying the first round.
Mhm.
They didn't take cash, so you had to pay for your card. So I paid you back. Yep.
But still, it was bananas to me. I guess it's not bananas to me because I've gone to a million Vikings games, which is also cashless, and it just didn't click. I'm just so used to paying it.
Now, when it comes to gambling in a golf cart, like what kind of games are you looking for? Are you looking for electronic pull tabs, maybe electronic blackjack, maybe roulette? Like, can we get some Keno?
So it's weird. I have a weird thing. I trust electronic pull tabs for some reason, but I don't trust electronic blackjack dealers.
Well, I think it's all fixed regardless.
I know. It's all the same. It's a computer generating the outcomes. But for some reason, I'm like, that blackjack computer is trying to fuck me. Even though the pull tabs computer is probably trying to fuck me too. But for some reason, I trust it when I click the pull tab button, but I don't when I press the blackjack button.
Now, this could also be a slippery slope because, like, what if you got a degenerate gambler of a buddy and he's down $200 by the turn? He's not going to be in a good mood.
That's true.
Yeah, but at that point, you're in such a good mood because you're about to take $200 from him. It doesn't matter what mood he's in. Imagine that your degenerate gambler buddy, you're playing for $5 a hole already, and he's down bad. So he just starts pumping money into the electronic pull tab machine, trying to get his bet back. The course is going to rake in so much cash.
Yeah.
I mean, 100%. 100%. And I would like it. I would maybe throw in a 20 and I don't know, sitting at a tee box, waiting for the group in front of you. Like, I think that's the biggest situation is waiting for the group in front of you. Now, it also like eliminates the conversation and being outside and like not having electronics on you. It eliminates that aspect of playing golf, which I really like.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have somebody's head's gonna be just dialed into that screen.
And I know there's probably an app for it already, but I do like the idea of a bet tracker for yourself built into the scorecard of the cart.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can pick who won that skin, or like you tell the game you're playing skins ahead of time. And then as you punch in your scorecard, it's got a skins total running for you.
So I've played rounds with carts that you can track your score up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
However, there's something about a scorecard and a pencil that I can just not get away from.
I always do both as well. Mostly because I don't trust the machines again. Sometimes if you don't, you
Old
miss,
guy.
and the fucking touch screen on those things are tough sometimes. Like trying to submit a score, you got fat fingers, you press the wrong thing, the score submitted, now it's wrong. But at least you have the regular scorecard with the pencil as a backup.
And that's just your straight up score. I think things for me would be different. I'd be more apt to use the technology in the cart if we were putting in scores while playing a game on the screen of 3-putt poker or what have you.
Yeah.
Or think about from a tournament standpoint, like shotgun start, 4-man scramble. You guys put in your team score, and then by the time that you finish out your last hole, it's already got standings ready to go.
Yeah, there's an app for that.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like the Caddy Girls tournament I went to, and then another scramble in like in Elk River this summer. I don't remember the name of the app, but there's a golf tournament app where you go in there and you punch the
Is it
score.
called Golf Genius?
Yep.
Yeah, we use that for Pine to Palm.
Yes. Yep. Golf Genius does it. Not a sponsor yet. But yeah, you punch it in. So like I can see how my buddies are doing 5 holes ahead of me and send them shots if they're kicking ass.
That's sweet. Yep, take them back down a notch.
Mm-hmm.
Also, speaking of the electronic pull tabs in the golf cart, if you're on a heater, you are without a doubt going to be playing well as well.
Yeah.
Like,
think about the mood boost if you just you hit the buffaloes on Buffalo Gold.
Buffalo.
Yeah, you get a stampede right before a par 3. You're gonna ace it.
Now it could slow. It could also slow pace of play.
It could. We do have a lot of pace of play hardos that come after us in the comments.
But maybe you won't.
This would not help our case.
Maybe you're only allowed to spin like when your cart is moving, because that's when that's when they know that you're not setting up to take a shot.
It's also distracted driving.
No, it's passenger.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, distracted drive. Tyler, you can drink and drive on a golf course.
Yeah, remember we can't bring that up anymore. We got hate mail for that.
No, I get that, but the reality is you can sip a beer while you're driving a cart down the fairway or on a cart path. I mean, that's not coming from me. That is reality.
We're gonna turn the golf course into the most degenerate. We're gonna drink, smoke, and gamble our way through 18 holes, baby.
Cig dispensers.
Hell yeah.
Every 4 or 5 holes. Cigar dispensers every 4 to 5 holes.
Yeah, Coke machine filled with beer.
Whoa. That's not where I thought you were going after the cigs and cigars.
Yeah.
I didn't
That
think you
came
were
out a
going
little weird. I meant
there.
Coca-Cola.
Jake's over there at the vending machine getting an 8-ball.
Fuck, boys. Just hit a heater. $200. Let's go. Best stuff in town. Your buddy from high school is the one actually stocking it with his own stuff. Great side business for.
Yeah, you just put it with like a soda that nobody likes.
Yeah. Yeah. Only
Frescas maybe, Ryan?
Really?
Yeah.
Fresca.
Ryan
How'd you guys know that?
Because you drank it on the course a whole bunch this summer.
I know.
mean, probably one time with you guys.
We were shooting a video, and it was a tense competition.
Oh, yeah, it was tight. It was the final hole.
It went all the way down to the final hole, and Ryan, you were golfing really bad, like the last 3 holes. And I asked you if you wanted a beer, and you were like, absolutely not. I have a Fresca. Those words came out of your mouth.
And then Alan was, remember, he's the one that was talking shit to Ryan in the, I don't remember which video it was.
Yeah, I can tell
it
you
was
there
the
right now.
2v2. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know.
But I can't remember. It was either him or Jade.
Oh, it was Hollywood.
Yeah.
That was the video.
It was either him or Jade, like under their breath. We're just like, we can't lose to a guy that's drinking fucking Fresca.
You guys are downplaying Fresca. It's fucking good. Now they have hard Fresca, which is a very slippery slope because it tastes exactly like Fresca. And it's
unbelievable, Tyler.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and listen to Fresca.
Me
talk.
either. I mean, it's our fault for bringing it up.
Yeah.
Well, we got golf innovation of the week, and that is electronic gambling in golf carts.
Yep.
We can end it with that. We're going to take a quick break. We'll get back. Second segment. We're going to talk most annoying things on the golf course.
Fresca.
All right, we'll see in a bit.
All right. As you know, I'm a very grumpy person.
Very.
There's a lot of things that don't necessarily make me mad, but they sure annoy the shit out of me.
How many of them are things that I do?
You're on the list for sure.
Just me as a person.
We're gonna do the most annoying things in the golf course, and Ryan, you're number 2.
Why? Okay, explain to the people why you say that.
And then Jake's number 1.
Yeah, I have that
Okay,
coming.
well, at least I didn't take the top spot.
Yeah.
That's the best time to be second, actually, is that just only that time right there.
Yeah. I mean, you could strive for number 1. There's plenty of things you could do.
But okay, explain to the people why you say that.
You're not on my list, Ryan.
No, but I know I am, because I know I do things that annoy you. But
The mental health shots is definitely
it's
one.
more of a subjective take than anything.
That one's you spurred the mental health shots that I wrote on there.
100%, and
Yep.
I'm not the only one who takes them.
Yep. The I don't know the right word for this, but the refusal to drink when it's a perfect occasion to drink.
What if I'm on a budget?
You're not. You can afford a $2 beer and drink with us. And half the time it's when I offer to buy them.
That is true.
I get a little offended.
But we don't actually play a ton of It's more so when we're filming.
Right, it's perfectly fine. We have a driver. Our whole vibe is to drink on the course.
I get that.
And I want you to take the offer I'm giving you, and you refuse the beers.
Well, that's interesting because, yes, our vibe is drinking on the course, which I really enjoy doing. That is me as a casual golfer on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the last round I played where I didn't drink off film.
Probably your 77. It was in the morning.
No, we were drinking that day. It was like a 10 a.m. tea time.
Okay. I thought you were by yourself.
No, I shot an 80 when I was by myself. That time I didn't drink because it was a 6:45 tea time, no bev cards.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you don't want to drink in the morning.
The 77 I did, and I was sweating it right out immediately.
Okay.
But my casual rounds, I'm always drinking. You know this. If you've been listening long enough, I'm starting the day out with a Bloody Mary. After that, it's straight to beer.
So
filming rounds, I don't drink a whole lot in filming rounds.
That's when we should at least have a prop beer.
Typically I got to come back to the office and do work.
I know.
That's tough.
But one beer isn't going to kill you. We drink at work all the time.
That is true.
Not all the time.
At least twice a week.
Speak for yourself.
Every time we do a You Betcha Radio podcast, we have a beer.
Correct.
So we drink at the office on the clock.
I don't want people thinking like, oh, this guy's just he's a dry golfer.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. It really hurts me when you refuse the beers.
Okay, go on.
That's one of the things.
Yeah, those were the only two.
Yeah, I've gone full circle on the music. I'm a music guy now.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows that. You don't get
one thing that used to annoy you no longer does.
Correct. Yes. You don't give me advice anymore, which is good.
Correct.
You did the other day when you were talking about my backswing, and then you caught yourself, I think.
It was probably warranted though.
It probably was, but you know me, I didn't want to hear it.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was another thing too with Jack yesterday. He kept asking me for advice. I'm like, I don't give advice, Jack.
Wrong guy to ask advice.
Completely wrong guy.
But no, you've changed. You've fixed most of the things. That's why you're number 2 on the list behind Jake.
There's a lot of people giving advice that
need to
not
stop.
qualified to give advice.
And
and you know why they do it, Tyler? It's because it's the advice that they wish they could hear from other people. So it's not really that they know how to fix somebody's swing, but when they see a flaw in a swing, it's probably a flaw that they have in their own swing. So they want somebody to tell them possibly that that's what they're doing wrong. However, nobody is. So they need to project it on other people.
Yeah, I'm going to do that next time someone gives me advice. I'm like, well, why don't you do that?
Wow. Or like a lot of times people will offer advice in hopes that you will also give advice back. Like I think that there's the wholesome part about it of like
Jake,
people want to.
If I give you advice and I think you need advice from me, I don't want advice from you because in my head, if I'm giving you advice, I'm better than you.
See, well, first of all, you are better than me, but
I know, but like, I'm not going to go out there fishing for advice by giving advice.
That's very true. Like Ryan, if I want advice from you, I will ask you. I'll be like, Ryan,
or if it's just blatantly obvious, I'll just tell you.
Yeah, Tyler, you and I are different in that way where I go out and I try and actively seek advice because I'm not coughing up $100.
Right, but you don't seek your advice by giving it out first.
You're right.
You ask for the advice.
Yeah.
Also, like if you're slicing the shit out of the ball and you're coming way over the top on your swing, I'm going to tell you you're coming over the top on your swing. Cause that's advice that I can give.
See, that's another problem with the advice thing. You just said that to Jake. He has no idea what you actually mean.
No, I actually do because Ryan tells me 3 times a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the first time he told you you're going too over the top, did you have to ask him, what does that even mean?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
So like maybe we need to like change the advice, make it really, really easy to comprehend. Like explain going over the top in super layman's terms instead.
Okay. So coming over the top in breakfast ball terms is when you take your backswing, your hands come over the top. They almost make a U. They make a U from the top of your swing towards the ball down on your foreswing.
So you're like kind of like whipping it in a little circle on your backswing.
It's almost like it's like drawing a U. You're drawing a U in your swing, not the correct way.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to hit a draw, you would, let's see,
Your club path doesn't relatively take the same path up as it does on the way back down.
correct.
Yeah. It's closer.
Draw a line, then trace it.
That is tough to explain in layman's terms.
Maybe my take was wrong. I think a good way to explain it maybe is with your backswing, draw a line, and on your front swing, follow that line back.
I'm a big time, like, if I know somebody is doing something that they shouldn't, like Jake, coming over the top.
Yep.
I know you don't want to slice the ball anymore.
You're right.
And I know you're coming over the top. So I'll just video a swing without them knowing. And then I'll basically just slow-mo it down into like, here's what I mean by it's coming over the top is your hands are coming back. They're coming over, back down to the ball, causing your club to slice across it.
See, we've got all this AI technology coming out yet. Why don't we have like an AI swing analyzer that, runs on hours and hours of the pros swing footage or whatever, and then can diagnose your problems
There's
for you?
gotta be.
There's got to be.
It's if it's not out yet, it's coming on the way. It's
Like,
someone's already making it.
Even with our video stuff, we can already trace our shot, trace the club head, trace everything they need to. There is AI. We use it at golf lessons with Lucas all the time. It tracks everything, gives us data, and there's a feedback button.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's sick.
We don't need the feedback button because Lucas is the live feedback.
Correct.
Yeah. Someday.
It's done. Okay.
Okay.
Let's extend on this.
What annoys you guys?
Some of the most annoying things on the golf course for me is when nobody has eyes on your ball off the tee box.
No, that is so frustrating.
It's a good one.
If you're playing with even one other guy, you ain't got anything else to do.
Yeah.
I'm the only guy there that you can talk to, that you can converse with, that you can do anything with. There's nobody else with us, let alone 3 other guys in a group of 4.
Yep.
Like all
If
you
I'm-
need to do is give me the line.
If I'm teeing off and nobody has eyes on my ball and I happen to just lose it in the sky, that pisses me off.
I'm with you 100%. What are you guys fucking doing?
What are you looking
You're
at?
here to golf. Watch me golf so you can help me find my ball.
Also, and this must just be a me thing. I have eyes on every fucking
You
ball
do.
that's hit.
You do. I know I have zero doubt in my mind that if I'm golfing with Ryan, he knows where my ball is before I do.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm there to play golf.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm there to have a good time and play golf. And the only thing to do in that situation is to watch the ball.
I will admit that there are times that I just don't want to go stand behind the person. So I'm sitting in the cart off to the side and be like, didn't have a good line on it. Had no idea where it went. It's just me being lazy.
Yeah, and that will happen. I mean, it's hard to stay focused for 18 holes. It's hard to focus on someone else's ball for 18 tee shots.
But it is extremely annoying when you have, especially with a group of 4 and nobody saw it.
Mm-hmm.
What
What
else-
are you guys doing?
What else are you looking at?
You shouldn't be back there talking because I'm hitting my ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're having a chit chat back there because we all know you're supposed to be quiet in someone's backswing.
Yeah.
If
It's
ma-
like if I have eyes on somebody else's ball, I would hope they have my back in doing the same.
and this happens a lot to the worst person in the group, right? If you're playing typical golf rules and not ready golf, the person with the worst score in the previous hole goes last. And how many times have like the 3 guys that hit their drives hop in the carts and are like ready to go as the last person still
Yep.
trying to hit their shot? That guy gets fucked with
He does.
with did you see where that went?
Or it's like sometimes there's a guy you're playing with that you just kind of forget you're playing with because he's just like I don't know. He's not having a good round. Like you're more so concerned with your score against your buddy's score that you're going 1v1 side bet with or whatever. You're not paying attention to the other guy's scores. That guy gets boned.
Well, and he's always timid too. It's especially if you're playing ready golf. It's the guy that always goes last, not because they're the worst, but because they're too afraid to like step up out of order.
Yeah,
They're like, no, you go.
Yeah.
You go.
I will say, like with my own swing, if I spray one right or left, I tend to just like keep revolving in a circle, like from the hip turn to like the upper body turn. If I know I spray it, I just kind of keep revolving in a circle like, son of a bitch, that was a terrible shot. So a lot of the times my eyes come off the ball after impact.
You're saying on a miss, you just
correct,
get all gloosy goosey with your body.
Or I just like, fucking classic drop your head like, Jesus Christ, this is happening again. So that's when I need eyes, and sometimes I don't. It pisses me off.
That's a great one. I love that.
Yeah.
Mine is a living thing. One of the things that annoys me the most on the course, especially when it's hot out, are fucking cicadas. I hate that noise so much. That stupid bug that just buzzes the whole damn time when it's hot.
It's kind of like white noise, though.
No, I can't stand it. I would much rather have somebody like talking in my backswing. That's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's like a weird mental thing I have. Like, some people hate nails on a chalkboard. Some people hate the noise of TV static. I hate cicadas.
It's also a great way to drown out swing thoughts because you're only concerned about the cicadas.
Yeah, I'm so focused on them that I just whiff.
So I personally don't think it's a bad thing. Another great reason why music is great on the course, because it drowns out the cicada noise, drowns out the swing thoughts.
And
also it's a
Timing. I fucking hate it, dude.
Okay, that's pretty uneasy. Did he catch one? Also, what does a cicada look like? I don't know I think they're invisible.
That's what a cicada looks like.
I've never seen one in my entire
Me either.
life.
And I hope I
in
never.
the ground.
Oh, are those the things those big ass bugs that like sometimes end up dead on your driveway?
Yeah.
Or like
maybe
kicking and screaming like they're end of life. They're on their last leg.
Well, they sound like they're dying their whole time they're alive.
There are benefits to cicadas, but in your situation, you're out.
I'm big time out on cicadas.
What about frogs?
Love them.
Really?
I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. I also hate the noise of Sharpies on paper. That one bugs me. I know that's not golf. I'm just letting you know all the noises that bug me.
Next time we golf together, I'm gonna have a Sharpie for to keep score.
It's just like printer paper. I think I would be okay with like that cardstock.
Sure.
It's weird. It's weird.
You are weird.
I know.
Another thing that annoys the shit out of me on the golf course is when someone tells me nice shot because at impact it looks good, but it's clearly not a nice shot.
I do this to you all the time. Ooh, that looks good.
It happens on the green.
Doesn't.
It happens in virtually every shot. Like it can happen tee box, fairway, green. Like if I blast a putt and it's like on the right line, but I clearly blasted it before when it's like halfway there. If someone's like, "Oh, nice putt. Oh, it's looking good." I'll immediately look at them and be like, "No, it's not." I've been a big time, like I'm sticking up for myself in those situations now. And I'm just telling them the truth. That's not a good shot.
My favorite. We have this. This was in a video. I think you hit a drive. I'm like, oh, it looks good. And then you're like, wasn't.
Because I know immediately whether it was or wasn't.
Yeah.
And it's not a good shot. And if your standards is that being a good shot, then we need to sit down and we need to have new standards.
All it is that it starts off good.
Correct. Like at impact.
I'm just too impatient, so I want to congratulate you too early.
Or if it's like, let's just say it's a downhill putt, you tap it down, it's like tracking, it's slowing down really nice at the hole, but then it kind of just catches the ridge and keeps going down. Like before it catches the ridge, someone will be like, oh, looks good. No, it doesn't. It's fucking 20 feet away. Explain to me how that's a good putt.
Yeah, they're just trying to be supportive while it looks good.
I don't want support.
They didn't say that is a great putt. They said looks good. It did look good.
I'm a big time. I'll go the opposite. If someone blasts a putt, I'll be like, oh, blasted.
Yeah.
I did that yesterday, I think, with Jake.
Yeah, you told me.
Oof, blasted.
Yeah, that's the fucking
Jake,
worst.
you've got about 0 touch putting on the simulator.
Thanks, guys.
But I'm also not a big, like, the people who make like the Sally jokes and
Those are dumb.
Do you bring your purse with jokes? I think it's an old timer joke.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't think there's anything more cringy
We did put
than
out
that.
we put out a clip about that, and we got some awesome suggestions for what to say instead.
Really?
Yeah, you keep talking. I'll find it and then read some of those suggestions.
Okay, well, I'll go on to my next one. Things that annoy the shit out of me on the golf course. This is a personal annoyance. I'm annoyed with myself.
Okay.
Okay, when I spray one in any which direction onto another fairway, and I have to skip fairways over to go hit my ball.
Yep.
But somebody else on that hole is waiting for me to go hit it. What do you do in the situation to where you spray your ball to the next fairway and somebody on that hole is waiting for you?
I feel like whenever this happens to me, it's first step one, always assess the situation. Because if it's dudes on the tee box, I feel really bad for interrupting their tee box routine.
Correct.
Because that's the one thing that I feel like people are most particular about on the golf course. So like if they're on the tee box, I'm waiting that sucker out. But if they're just hanging out in the fairway on their second shot, third shot, whatever it may be, maybe give them a head nod, do the little nonverbal communication thing.
It's so embarrassing though.
Yeah, it is.
It's quite possibly the most embarrassing thing on the golf course.
Really?
Well, I mean, like, do you wait it out? Do you sprint up there and hit your ball? I also think it's good. I tend to hit better shots in those situations because I'm not thinking about, I'm just thinking about getting the ball fucking out of there. I'm not thinking about the setup, the practice swing, whatever. Let's get it out. Let's go. By that time, my buddies are already on the green.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, if I'm waiting it out, I'm like, well, Jesus, I'm still hitting my second here from 210 out. So it's, there's probably people that get upset in that situation too. It's like, come on, buddy, you've been there before.
Yeah.
If someone sprays one into the fairway I'm on, I'm just like, yeah, dude, come on, like, come over and hit it. I'm in no rush. I'm fucking chilling today.
Right. We're chilling.
I'm in no rush.
No rush.
No rush.
Tyler.
I missed all of that. There's one that is fucking hilarious, but I cannot read it on this podcast.
Why?
It's really inappropriate. Like,
Here, should I just
mark it.
Yeah.
Just mark it and cut. You can't let this in there.
Okay. All right.
You leave it short. Say,
Oh my God. So do you have, after all that research, do you have anything?
yeah, I got some good ones.
Okay.
So, 100. You miss 100% of the putts that you leave short.
That is true. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Hey, right club at least.
That's a good one.
That is good.
I'm putting that one in the bag.
Hey, did you hear that they're putting up a new Walmart? Yeah, they're putting it between your ball and the hole.
I've heard that one before. Heard that one
That's
before.
a
That
good
one's
one.
okay.
Yeah, you're getting better at those. That last shot was good.
That one's okay.
Which is an
Again.
approach shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
This one makes no sense, but I love it. Ooh, you left that one in the pizza box. No, sorry. You left a lot of pizza in that box.
That's a good one.
Insert any food that you want that's relevant to the schmuck who left a lot of meat on the bone. So it's just an alternative to you left a lot of meat on that bone.
I'm a big time lot of meat left on that bone.
Ryan, you love talking about
That's a
meat
good
on
one.
the
That,
bone.
and I think I'm gonna retire that one in 2022. I think I'm gonna bring back the right club at least.
I like that. Smart to lay up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, Tyler. I was talking about this is it's a personal annoyance to me to hit a shot into another fairway and have to go over there to hit my ball back when people are waiting on the tee box.
Yeah, but that's your fault.
That's why I said it's a personal annoyance to me.
Okay. So in reality, you're annoyed at yourself and those guys are annoyed with you.
But I'm saying they shouldn't be annoyed with me because I'm going to get over there. I'll hit it quick and I'll get off.
Dude,
And also, they've been there before.
the most annoying part of that whole situation is you, the person that hit it into the wrong fairway, not committing to go hit it or not.
Correct.
Doing the song and dance in the rough, deciding, should I run out there and hit this quick or should I let them tee off?
Yeah.
Just go hit it.
You almost have to wait for them to make eye contact with you so they can maybe push you over or be you can tell if somebody's hitting.
My move is to just go park my cart in between my ball and the tee box and then hit it. If they see me, great. If not, I'm not going to get hit because I'm behind my cart.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's a good point. All right, go ahead.
Another thing that annoys me, I need to pull up my notes. I had the mental health shots for sure, but we've already done that. So one thing that really annoys me on the course, I call them score birds. The person that needs to chirp out their fucking score after every hole.
There's one sitting right over there.
There's one sitting right over there. I can see his top of his head.
2 under after 2.
Hey,
3 over after 3.
I'm 1 over after 2. I think I'm gonna have a good round, and then you get to 9. I'm 14 over after 9. Gotta have a strong back.
Yeah, there's a line that's drawn to where you don't hear the score anymore. I think it's maybe double digits over par. That's whatever point that is. 10 over after 7.
I would like to give the exception that if you are if we're 8 holes in and you're 3 over or 4 over and you just say it once, maybe
That's
twice,
fine.
2 holes in a row.
The people that do it every hole drive me fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It's one, you're playing great. You're ruining it by annoying me. I don't care if you're playing great anymore because you keep announcing it.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's a little bit like a no-hitter. You don't talk about a no-hitter until it's over.
Happened to me last year. 2 over after 6, hole 7. I believe I had a 10.
Yeah.
I conceded after 10. And because someone had pointed my score out.
That's so bad.
Oof.
So just, be aware.
Just remember that people don't give a shit about your score if you tell them too often.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be pumped for Ryan if he tells me 5 holes in that he's 1 under. But if Ryan told me every single hole, I'm even through 2. I'm even through 3. I'm 1 under through 4.
Even through
I don't give a shit anymore.
Par that last one. Yeah, I know. I was there. I literally was right next to you. All right, I got one.
Oh, I got one here.
Go ahead.
And let me know if you guys agree with this.
Probably not, but go on. No, oh my gosh.
Golf polos on a hot day are the most annoying thing to wear.
You just don't
When
have
it's
a nice
hot
polo.
and
What do you mean?
humid.
What do you? Okay, go on.
And you are sweating, and that polo is also just the whole thing is damp, and I feel like the what do they call the material it's made out of? Polyester.
Yep.
Just if you're sweating, you just smell sweaty and feel gross and shit like
Okay,
that.
but would you rather be wearing a cotton polo?
No,
Yeah.
no.
So what kind of polo are you proposing?
I am saying I would wear a t-shirt
a cotton t-shirt.
all the time. Cotton t-shirt, I feel like
That's
is
even worse,
way
though.
better. No way, man.
I'm all for wearing you're gonna get sweaty regardless, Jake.
I understand that, but something about the polyester in a golf polo. Maybe I'm buying shitty polos, whatever
I
it is.
I think we gotta get Jake a nice polo.
You just feel gross, and you feel it doubles down the sweaty feeling that I have. And, oh God,
I think it's a texture thing for you.
Think so?
I think so. I think you have the same issue that I have with cicadas with polos in your skin.
Because polos are dry fit.
The whole point of them is to reduce sweat.
I feel like it makes me feel 10 times sweatier than I actually
Is it
am.
because it's stickier?
Yeah, 100%.
But also a super wet t-shirt makes you feel sticky too. You ever seen a wet t-shirt contest? Those things stick on there.
Yeah, they're very sticky.
If you want to find a good polo that'll keep you cool, you should probably go to oyoubetcha.com and head to the breakfast ball tab.
We've fizzled those polos out. We're coming out with some new shit.
Just in 3 months, do that.
There's some sizes left though. Yeah, there are some sizes left. We're coming with new shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like
That's a very odd take.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is just a weird.
Do you have
texture
all
thing.
the buttons up?
No, I'm
I
actually.
can see you being a weird all the buttons guy.
No, you know me. I don't dress fancy on the golf course or anything like that.
Just in the office.
Yeah, I'm wearing a crew neck that you can find at oyoubetcha.com right now. Yeah, I don't know. Something about that just annoys me. And I feel like it makes me get in my head way faster than, like, even if I'm having a good round, it takes my focus away from the round.
Yeah, I think I would like to see you golf. This sounds weird. I would like to
Shirtless?
see you get sweaty golfing in a t-shirt too.
Yeah,
because
Tyler.
I think you're just an anti-sweaty shirt guy.
Well, I enjoy golfing in t-shirts. Like, I think
Me too. But
I've never seen you wear a polo. to
I
be
don't like
honest.
golfing soaking in sweat regardless
yeah,
of what I'm fucking wearing. I could be wearing a suit coat. I could be wearing a swimsuit. I don't want to be super sweaty.
that's fair. Also, Ryan, I never golf with you guys. If we're all golfing together, I'm shooting.
That's true.
True.
I've golfed with you a handful of times, like on work trips.
Yeah, that's true. I always have to borrow one of your polos. So
Yep.
maybe that's it. I just fucking hate Tyler's polos.
We gotta get you a new polo 2023.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah, I need
make
to
that
get
your
golf.
resolution.
Yeah, I'll mark that down for
Get
next year.
one polo.
Get a nice golf polo. That's true. All my polos are hand-me-downs from my dad. So that could be it. I don't know. Ryan, what do you
That's
got?
it. He's wearing old shitty polos from his dad.
Just bite the bullet. Spend like $70 on a nice polo. You'll wear it every time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You got any more?
I got one more. The one thing that annoys me at the golf course are the fucking card readers on the bev cart. They never work. They never ever work. It always like you sit there for, if they do work, they take an hour. And if they aren't working, then they sit there, they plug it in knowing goddamn well it's not going to work. And then they take your card and just bring it to the clubhouse and start a tab.
Yeah.
Just take
Yep.
my card to the clubhouse and start a tab.
Yeah,
we don't
I'll-
need to
I'll-
go through this
I'll-
whole rigmarole beforehand.
Yeah. I'll come back and get my card tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I'll forget it.
Yeah, well, I will. But at least you're not sitting there for 5 minutes waiting for the card reader to not work, knowing goddamn well it's not going to work.
I think bringing your own booze on the course should be acceptable during tee times before
He's
the
gonna do
bev
it
card is
again.
running.
I'm with that. That's fair. That is fair.
It's like bringing your own booze on the course is like a cardinal sin. I don't think it needs to be that way. Like if someone wants to start drinking at 8 a.m., like imagine you got a bachelor party, right? And you're all getting up at 9 a.m. to go play around at 18 before you start drinking. You want to start pre-gaming
Mhm.
there, right?
Yep.
And if the bev cart, some courses, the bev cart starts running at like 10 a.m.
Yeah, some even later.
So I think tee times before the bev carts start running, you should be allowed to bring your own booze.
I agree 100%. Because
I
they
think that's
weren't,
the only time it should be acceptable.
yeah, they weren't going to make money off you anyway. They weren't
Correct.
running the bev cart.
Correct.
Also, there's certain courses around here that don't run the bev cart during some weekdays. What if I'm like a nurse and I work weekends
Yeah.
and my weekend is Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah,
I should be able to relax and have some beers on the course,
100%.
even though the bev cart's not running.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's the whole, before everyone freaks out, I understand there's some insurance stuff, but as the casual guy,
Should be able to sign off at the clubhouse.
right, I'll sign a fucking waiver.
Put anything in front of me.
Get us the waiver, we'll sign it.
I'll sign the waiver.
Yeah, I don't know how insurance works, but let us bring some booze on the course, guys.
Yeah, it might work. It might not. I'm not sure. I just think it's a viable
I
option.
agree with you 100% though. That's it. I understand why they get upset on the weekends. They're trying to make a living and they make more money off of selling booze than they do off the actual golf.
Yep.
So it's a business. It's a livelihood. You got to do it. But when you're not running the bev cart, you're not losing money by us bringing booze on the course.
And yeah, well, and maybe, I don't know, maybe you could buy it at the clubhouse. And
You
get
could
a
buy
cooler-
one.
You can get a cooler at the clubhouse.
But what
or-
if you're in Timbuk fucking 2 on hole 10, the farthest from the clubhouse you
Yeah,
could
that's
possibly
true.
be?
That's true.
Actually, hole 10 is
Very
right
true.
next to the
You know what I mean, Jake?
Oh my gosh.
Gotcha, Tyler.
Yeah, I'm with you. We'll figure something out. We'll pitch to a couple courses, see if it goes into play. Probably not, but maybe.
There are a lot of courses that I know that don't have a liquor license that will just turn a blind eye.
I like when people turn a blind eye.
Same. They know what they're about. They understand what we're about. And they get it.
All right, guys. That's the most annoying things on the golf course. It's a fun episode. It's
was
been
fun.
2 weeks since we recorded. Last episode was recorded the same week as before, so we've been kind of, the flow was happening again today.
Yeah,
We're back in action. We got Scramble for Sim League this week.
Mm-hmm.
Keep you updated next week. I play this week. I play Mr. Tell me your score on every single hole. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make sure I'm gone for that round. I'm not watching that because I don't need to do any research on my competition. I know what he'll find his ball every single time. hopefully, because we're in the sim, and he'll tell you his score and what he got on it after every hole. I'm gone. Love you all. See you next week.
Love
See
you
ya.
guys.
They piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now.